What's up, guys? Welcome back to the. Not welcome back. Why is kill? What was? What is happening? I can't do an intro. What was up with the earthquake? What? Welcome to the first and the last episode of the USMP. Gonna do like a little tour around. A couple of them are mentionable. I'm not gonna be showing my house because, well, that's classified footage, even if it is my actual base. But I figured I'd go over everyone else's stuff, like this tree. This was like a team effort between Lando Games and HireX82, two other members on the server. Wow, that was ominous. Two other members on the server. Skits King did the interior for the most part, besides the upper half. That's HireX's base. This is kind of the project that took the most time by a long shot. Enchantment table up there. There's a little bit of corruption on the server with the amethyst and my goopy, but yeah, the little decorations around the place, like that's the portal actually. That portal, and pretty much all just the little stuff that makes the place all blend together. That's all from Skits King. That's Landon's starter base, and there is Higher X's starter base. Not in the Nether. There's like a I'll just show you. There's a little little thing, little doobly right here, and he lives in there. Well, used to at least. There's like a mushroom valley here that Skits built. More amethyst. Yeah. We started a project on a netherite beacon. Never finished it. Actually, barely started it. But that happened. I built this thing. Don't ask me what it is. Well, it's kind of obvious what it is. It's a villager trading area. It was not worked on very much. It's like day 4. This is Tyc Plays' house. He hasn't really played much on the server since he built his house. He didn't really know what to do, so he kind of left. This is the old village. That's the shopping area owned by a little gamer dude. That's a story written about Zorthox McFimbleton. He was a villager that had perished. This is the town hall. You can tell because, well, you can't. That's the town hall. That's another shop by Skits. And in the background there, that's a castle that me, Lando Games, and Skits also built. This is the area of Slurpfish City. Jukebox truck. And this was mainly built by Skits. Like this building, that building, I believe. There. Everything on that half. But this is Little Gamer's house. He is the richest member on the server, self-proclaimed. Probably true. Because he owns most of the shops, and his house is also being infected a little bit. But I don't wanna invade his space, even if he is not on the server right now. Speaking of Shadow Boy, he is settled in that direction. You'll see more of him later. But I figured I'd just do like a slow walk around the server. Oh, hi Lando Games. It's him. Anyway, I figured I'd do like a slow walk around the server and just show off what was built. I believe this was built by Tyc Plays, otherwise known as Furious Forward. This was built by HireX. The more modern area was built by Skits as well. This barn was built by Furious Forward. And, might as well show off some of the other builds from the late members, being this is Duper's mansion. He is a really good builder, I'd like to say. Over here, this is where Skits built most of the more prominent buildings, and that is Just a Kid by the Way's house, otherwise known as Master 14 Chief. He's a pretty good builder. I like his house. Might as well show off Master Flarewolf's base as well. It is unchanged since day 1. He has not played on the server at all. Whatsoever, actually. And we pillaged pretty much all of his belongings. It's kind of sad in here, to be honest. Yeah, that's his mine. Over here, we got the chunk. A chunk that me, Skits, and HireX mined out for no reason. This is a chessboard, And over this way is my temporary cactus farm that I built like 3 days ago because no one had cactus. Okay, I think that's most of Flopper Avenue. I mean, there's a couple things I didn't cover, but I don't think they're really necessary. This house, no clue who built this. I assume it was Draven because it appeared very recently, and the other members just left our server. So I would assume that this would have to be from Draven. If not, then props to whoever built it. It looks nice. This is a museum built by Little Gamer. It holds some of the most valuable items on the server, otherwise known as the most memorable or old items. This was used to collect everything that was used to build the tree, leave-wise. This is a book. This is Darman. He was a sheep that was hung from Lando Games' starter base for multiple months until he died from a punch. That we're gonna gloss over Gwen Stacy. Organize.co was a corporation founded by Little Gamer and continued to this day, I believe, unless it was removed for some reason along the way. And that's pretty self-explanatory, I'd like to say. Yeah, that's the museum. I'm not gonna go into any interiors on many places. That's the first base on the server. HireX's original base. It was his base for 10 minutes, so that explains why it's awful. And this is a Clash Royale crossbow. Made in Clash Royale, and it looks like a crossbow. This is Master 14 Chief's starter base. Over there's a building Skits built, and that's Tug's Fifth Tower, as I remember it. I think that's what they called it. And in the distance, you'll see one of the most ominous builds on the server, the PC. It's a PC, and a big one, built by Shadow Boy. And yeah, that's majority of the server, I'd like to say. Dip into the Nether, show off the Nether hub, which I built. It's nothing special. It took like maybe 2 hours. Less than that, most likely. But this is the Nether hub. That's garbage. And that's a pigman. But this is the Nether hub. I built this, I'd say 6 months ago or so. Not bad. Looks really nice in RTX. Of course, I'm not on it. This was a project for building the Mushroom Island back in, well, the middle of nowhere, essentially, by Landon. He had to cancel it. This was going to be rebuilt Ancient City, also got canceled, and that's just the exit to the normal Nether, along with that. And go to the end and show off that project, which isn't done yet. It's currently being worked on by Shadowboy and Little Gamer, and it might not be finished ever, since the server's about to end. But it's got a solid foundation on the server, being the Enderman farm, actually being the only XP farm we really use on the server anymore. The Enderman farm looks rough. Didn't really build it with a lot of blocks in mind. Lando Games built that. And if I come over here, you'll see the starts of the Nether Hub, which Shadow Boy is working on right now. That guy is pissed at me. No, the End Hub, which should be finished before the end of the server, but might not be, because, well, there's a lot of work to be done, obviously. Can't look up very much. There's a lot of work to be done, obviously, since, well, most of it's just a cylinder, but it's a good start. The ring's about to be finished by Little Gamer, and, yeah. Now I'm gonna head back home. You'll see part of my base, not too much, of course. And yeah, that's essentially the server. There's quite a few other projects on the server, obviously, since it's been running for so long. But those are the things of note. I guess it's done. That's eh, this was it was great. Everyone's online now. We're all just kind of chilling, and yeah, time to it's one of might as well clear up my house a little bit before I log out for last time. pick up all my random stuff, I guess. And yeah, maybe it's it's uh it's it's time to go.